Furthermore, they also attacked the injured students in the hospital. From 16 July 2024, the Chhatra League and Yuva League terrorists, along with the law enforcers, killed and injured many students at various parts of the country. On 16 July 2024, as part of the widespread and systematic attack, student Abu Said of Rangpur Begum Ruqayya University was repeatedly shot at a close range by police, causing his death and also injured many protesting students. Accused Sheikh Hasina ordered the law enforcers and the activists of Awami League, Chhatra League and Yuva League to use drone, helicopter, lethal weapons to kill the protesters, and accordingly, from 18 July to 1st August 2024, they killed hundreds of protesters and injured thousands throughout the country by using drone, helicopter and various types of lethal weapons. As part of the widespread and systematic attack in pursuance of the incitement and order of accused Sheikh Hasina and direct participation, abatement order and supervision of accused Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal and Inspector General of Police Chaudhry Abdullah Mamun, 6 protesters were brutally killed and many were seriously injured with lethal weapon by police at Sankarpur on 5th August 2024. Similarly, the law enforcers and activists of Awami League, Chhatra League and Yuva League killed 6 persons at Ashulia with lethal weapons on 5th August 2024. One of the 6 was unidentified. After being shot dead, police inhumanly burned the dead bodies. Before being burned, the dead body, unidentified protesters was alive. The learned chief prosecutor submitted that the family members of the martyrs, the injured victims, and other witnesses proved the aforesaid occurrences. The said occurrences were also recorded in videos and audios which have been played in the tribunal. The conversations recorded in DVD, CD, and the videos of the occurrences have been examined by the CID experts, who found that the said conversations and videos are not generated by artificial intelligence. In addition to the incitement, order, participation of the accused in the alleged atrocities, the accused are liable for their abstention from taking measures for the prevention of the same or taking any punitive measures against the doers thereof. Being the Prime Minister, accused Sheikh Hasina was the Supreme Commander of the law enforcing agencies, inclusive of the Home Minister and the Inspector General of Police, and as such, the crimes against humanity in question could not taken place without the involvement, express or tacit of them. The learned chief prosecutor added that the movement of the students continued for 36 days, during which, as stated herein before, hundreds of protesting students and common people were killed and thousands were seriously injured, most of whom became permanently handicapped and blind. But accused Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and the other accused and none of the government authorities or the leaders of the ruling party Awami League expressed concern or remorse for such atrocities so far. Accused Sheikh Hasina, instead of expressing remorse or seeking apology for the said crimes, continued to commit further crimes by threatening the present government, the International Crimes Tribunal personnel and the prosecutors, and also the political party leaders in her hate speeches in audio conversations from time to time. This tribunal, by an order on the application of the prosecution, prohibited Sheikh Hasina to be restrained from making hate speeches anymore, but she continued to do so. Sheikh Hasina committed contempt of this tribunal by threatening the concerned officials of the government as well as the tribunal personnel, inclusive of the prosecutors, to kill 226 persons and burn the houses of the rival party leaders and activists in an audio conversation with one of her party activists, for which the tribunal drew a contempt proceeding against her. In the said proceeding, the tribunal convicted Sheikh Hasina and sentenced her with 6 months imprisonment. The accused committed crimes against humanity jointly by their incitement, order, abatement, participation and inaction, which come within the purview of joint criminal enterprise and superior command responsibility. The authorities in question were widespread and systematic and was atrocities. The atrocities in question were widespread and systematic, and it was directed against the civilian population. The learned Chief Prosecutor concluded his submission with the saying that in the circumstances it has been proved and established beyond reasonable doubt that the accused committed the crimes against humanity by their incitement, order, participation, abatement, and also inaction, whereupon they deserve the maximum punishment as prescribed by Section 3, subsection 2, A, G, H, and Section 4, subsection 1, subsection 2A, 4.2b, 4.2c, and 4.3 of the International Crimes Tribunal Act 1973. He added that the evidences against the accused are so strong and adequate that if they are tried in any other court or tribunal in the world, they would be awarded the maximum punishment. It may be noted here that the learned prosecutor, Mr. Sheikh Mahdi, assisted the Chief Prosecutor by referring a number of decisions of different international tribunals. In the summing up session, the learned Attorney General of Bangladesh appeared and shared the concluding submission. In his submission, the learned Attorney General referred to the conviction and sentence of many of the heads of government and states in the world for their commission of crimes against humanity, and thereupon he asked for awarding maximum punishment to the accused of the instant case so that no other Prime Minister or the head of state recur such atrocities in the days to come. Summing up by the learned State Defense, Mr. Amir Hussain, the learned State Defense Counsel, argued that accused Sheikh Hasina and Asaduzzaman Kamal are quite innocent. The accused did not incite or order or participate or abet the commission of the crimes against humanity in question. The trial itself against the accused under the International Crimes Tribunal Act 1973 is unlawful, since the act was passed for the purpose of trial of the persons who committed genocide in 1971. Allegedly, the atrocities spread throughout the country, but the prosecution failed to examine witnesses of all the districts where atrocities took place. The learned Defense Counsel submitted that no helicopter was used to kill the protesting students and public in the July-August movement 2024. The audio conversations in question have not been duly examined by the experts. Although the audios have been examined by CID, the same should have been examined by some more experts. He questioned the prosecution's claim as to the number of the deaths and injured. He stated that although the prosecution claimed that 1,500 protesters died and 25,000 injured, but the Gazette notifications of the government shows the number of dead protesters as about 800. He emphatically asserted that accused Sheikh Hasina did neither incite nor order nor take part in the alleged atrocities or crimes against humanity. Mr. Amir Hussain vehemently opposed the words of the learned Chief Prosecutor terming Sheikh Hasina and Assaduzzahman Kamal as fascist. He also opposed the assertion of the learned Chief Prosecutor that Sheikh Hasina fled to Delhi due to the commission of the crimes against humanity by the wave of the mass movement. Rather, she was compelled to depart the country against her will. The learned State Defence Council argued that the attack in question was neither widespread nor systematic nor directed against the civilian population. The learned State Defence Council further submitted that the accused Sheikh Hasina and Assaduzzahman Khan Kamal cannot be held liable for joint criminal enterprise or superior command responsibility. He finally submitted that accused Sheikh Hasina and Assaduzzahman Khan Kamal are quite innocent and as such they deserve to be acquitted of the charges. Now, the Honorable Chairman of the Tribunal, Mr. Justice Ghulam Murtaza Chaudhary, will read out the final portion of the judgment, including the observation.
Thank you. Thank you. I will start with some matters of judicial notice. And before that, I am sorry that I did not mention the name of learned prosecutor Mr. Abdus Subhan Tarabdar. Sometimes he was found here. I think he remains busy in this tribunal too. Sorry? So, and he was seen sometimes here to assist us. So, our thanks to him as well. We have taken judicial notice of some incidents. Number 1, accused Sheikh Hasina started making contemptuous and hate speeches in the social media subsequent to the July movement 2024, whereupon she was ordered by this tribunal to be restrained from such speeches of contempt and hatred. Secondly, in a telephonic conversation with a party activist named Mr. Shakil, accused Sheikh Hasina, infringing tribunal's order, made some hateful and contemptuous remarks, asking said activist Shakil to kill 226 persons, as 226 cases have been filed against her, and to burn the houses of the rival people, whereupon this tribunal convicted her for contempt of the tribunal and sentenced her to 6 months imprisonment. Another one, the tribunal has further noticed one of her interviews published in the Daily Star a few days ago. The date has not been noted here, in which she impliedly admitted that atrocities had certainly taken place in July movement 2024, but she denied that she ordered to commit such atrocities. It has further been noticed by the tribunal that in another interview with a YouTube channel named Desh Samoy of India, accused Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina admitted her responsibility for the July 24 atrocities in the words, within quotation, as the leader of the country, I assume ultimate leadership responsibility. Furthermore, we have noticed that Sheikh Hasina made an interview with Delhi Anandabazar of India on 7 November 25, wherein she admitted her superior command responsibility. So you may find the newspapers. Now I will start with our observations and inference. From the foregoing findings, facts and circumstances, it transpires that the students of Dhaka University and other academic institutions had launched a movement on 1 July 2004 demanding reformation in the quota system in the government jobs and continued the same till 5 August 2024. The government did not pay heed to the demands of the students. Instead of listening to the students and fulfilling their demands, the then Prime Minister, accused Sheikh Hasina, undermined the movement and made a derogatory remark pointing towards the students, terming them Rajakars. The term is an objurgation. In Bangla, this is a gali. In her words, Mukti Joddhar Natiputira Chakri pabe na to Rajakarer Natiputira pabe. As the aftermath of aforesaid objurgation and the derogatory remark of accused Sheikh Hasina, the students, including female students who were at the forefront of Dhaka University, burst into a rage and assembled at the Raju Bhaskarya in front of TSC of Dhaka University and vehemently protested against the said objurgation and defamatory words of Sheikh Hasina, and also demanded her apology and withdrawal of the said words. In the night following 14 July 2024, accused Sheikh Hasina held a telephonic conversation with Dhaka University Vice Chancellor ASM Maksud Kamal, and in course of the conversation, Sheikh Hasina said, রাজাকারদের তো ফাঁসি দিয়েছি, এবার তোদেরও তাই করব, একটাও ছাড়ব না, আমি বলে দিচ্ছি। Rajakars have been hanged, now they also will be hanged, none will be spared. I have already ordered. This is the translation. She again said, রাজাকারদের কি অবস্থা হয়েছে দেখিস নাই, সবগুলোকে ফাঁসি দিছি, এইবার তোদেরও ছাড়ব না। In the said conversation, Sheikh Hasina further said, আমি বলে দিচ্ছি আজকে সহ্য করার পর অ্যারেস্ট করবে, ধরে নেবে এবং যা অ্যাকশন নেওয়ার নেবে। And it is crystal clear that Sheikh Hasina expressed her incitement to the activists of her party Awami League and affiliates, Chhatra League and Yuva League, and also gave provocation to the protesters, and furthermore she expressed that she ordered to kill and eliminate the protesting students. The concerned pen drive CD containing the above conversation as well as the transcript thereof have been submitted in the tribunal. In addition to the above, on 15/7/2024, Awami League Secretary and Cabinet Minister Ubaidul Qadir made another provocative remark, saying, আন্দোলন দমনে ছাত্রলীগই যথেষ্ট। Chhatraleague is enough to control the movement. Whereupon the protesting students of Dhaka University burst into anger and vehemently protested against Sheikh Hasina, Obaidul Qadir and the government. The activists of Chhatraleague, Yuva League attacked the protesting students with various deadly weapons and severely injured hundreds of them, whereupon they had to be hospitalized. The attackers impeded the injured students proceeding to the hospital and also impeded their treatment. Moreover, the attackers made further attacks upon the students undergoing treatment in the hospital. In consequence of the above noted incitements of Sheikh Hasina, in the press conference on 14 July 2024, her order to kill them, as revealed in her conversation on the following night with Dhaka University Vice Chancellor, and also the provocative and aggressive remark of Awami League Secretary Obaidul Qadir, the law enforcers and activists of Chhatraleague and Yuva League attacked the protesting students at Dhaka University throughout the country, inclusive of Rangpur, Begum Rokeya University. And in furtherance thereof, police shot Begum Rokeya University student Abu Said repeatedly at a close range, whereupon he succumbed to the gunshots. The above mentioned conversation of Sheikh Hasina with the Dhaka University Vice Chancellor S.M. Maksud Kamal has been examined by the experts in the CID Forensic Laboratory, and it appears from the report of the examination that the conversation was genuine and that the same have not been generated by artificial intelligence, AI. The concerned experts deposed in corroboration of the genuineness of the impugned conversation. Furthermore, we find support of such conversation in the reports of daily newspapers. In addition to the above, the concerned CD, pen drive containing the conversations has been played in the courtroom in course of the proceeding, and thereupon the conversation seemed to be genuine. The remarks of Sheikh Hasina in the press conference on 14/7/24 has been watched by many people in the television channel and social media. Almost all the witnesses, while deposing in the tribunal, mentioned that they watched the videos in the medias. Moreover, the national daily newspapers published the said remarks on 15/7/24. The remark of Obaidul Qadir was published in the news, it's a repetition, over and above said inciting remark and killing and order of killing by Sheikh Hasina and the provocative remark of Obaidul Qadir have not been denied by them. Although State Defence Council, the Lord State Defence Council for the absconding accused Sheikh Hasina and Asaduজ্জামান Khan Kamal submitted that the conversation between Sheikh Hasina and ASM Kamal, Maksud Kamal, has not been properly tested, but he failed to show any cogent reasons in this regard. The prosecution witnesses proved the attack upon the Dhaka University students by the activists of Awami League, Chhatra League and Yuva League following the incitement and Sheikh Hasina's order of killing, as well as the provocative remark of Ubaidul Qadir. Sheikh Hasina ordered the law enforcing agencies to use drone for locating the congregating protesters and thus to use helicopter and lethal weapons to kill them. Such order has been disclosed by Sheikh Hasina in her telephonic conversation on 18/7/2024 with Dhaka South City Corporation Mayor Fazle Noor Taposh, as it has been read beforehand, and also with Hassanul Haq Ino. The concerned pen drive CD containing the aforesaid conversations have been submitted in the tribunal. The said conversations have been examined in the forensic laboratory of CID, and the concerned experts found that the conversations were genuine and not generated by artificial intelligence, AI. Moreover, the pen drive CD containing the conversations in question have been played in the courtroom, and we have heard the conversations, and thereupon it appeared to us that the conversations are real, not fake and fabricated. Accused Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, accused Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal, accused Inspector General of Police Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun acted jointly in connivance and collaboration with each other to commit the atrocities in order to kill the protesters throughout the country. It has been disclosed by Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun in his testimony that a core committee consisting of Home Secretary Jahangir, Additional Home Secretary Political Mr. Tipu Sultan, Additional Secretary Reza Mustafa, SB Chief Monirul Islam, DB Chief Harun Rashid, RAB DG Barrister Harun Rashid, DMP Commissioner Habibur Rahman, DG of BGB Major General AKM Major General Ashrafuzzaman Siddiqui, DG of Ansar Major General AKM Aminul Haq, NTMC Chief Major General Ziaul Hassan, DGFI Chief and NSI Chief used to hold meeting every night after 19 July 2024 at the residence of Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal. Accused Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun said that instruction to the core committee used to come from the Prime Minister. He also said that at one stage of the movement, it was decided to use drone to locate the gathering of the protesters and to use helicopter and lethal weapons to control the movement. In a meeting of the core committee, Sheikh Hasina passed a direction to use lethal weapon. Additional DIG Joardar, who was present there, communicated the message to the police officers throughout the country to use lethal weapons accordingly. Furthermore, Chaudhry Abdullah Al Mamun said that in pursuance of the remark of Ubaidul Qadir and Nanak that Chhatra League and Yuva League are enough to bring the movement under control, he further said that following such remarks, activists of Chhatra League and Yuva League attacked the students of Dhaka University. He also said that a lot of protesting students and public were killed by using drone, helicopter and lethal weapons throughout the country. Chaudhary Abdullah Al-Mamun further asserted in his testimony that he, along with Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal, Home Secretary and the MP Commissioner, went to Narayanganj on 29/7/24 to observe the situation of the movement, and on the way they stayed for a while in front of Jatrabari police station, and then DC Iqbal of Wari zone showed a video to the Home Minister on his mobile and said, "We shoot one, that one dies, that one gets injured, but the others do not move." Therefore, it is perspicuous from the above that all the three accused led the operations against the protesting students and public jointly as a matter of joint criminal enterprise. As the aftermath of Sheikh Hasina's order, as well as the supervision and guidance of accused Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal and IGP Chaudhary Abdullah Al-Mamun, the law enforcers and activists of Awami League, Chhatra League and Yuva League invaded the protesting students and public throughout the country by using drone, helicopter and lethal weapons, causing death to about 1,500, inclusive of 6 protesters at Sankarpur of Dhaka, namely Shahriar Khan Anas, Mahdi Hassan Junaid, MD Yaqub, MD Rakib Hawladar, Muhammad Ismamul Haq, Manik Mia alias Shaharik, and another 6 protesters at Ashuria of Sabar, namely Sajjad Hussain Shajol, As-Sabur, Tanzil Mahmud Sujoy, Bayezid Bustami, Abul Hussain, and another unidentified protester near Dhaka, and caused grievous injuries to about 25,000 of them. In Ashulia, the aforesaid 5 dead bodies and another body of an unidentified injured protester were burned with petrol by police. The law enforcers and the activists of Awami League and those of its affiliated organizations named Chhatra League and Yuva League killed and injured the protesting students and members of the public with lethal weapons like SMG, LMG, China rifle, shotgun, 9mm pistol, 7.62 pistol, both on the ground as well as from the helicopters from above the ground. The atrocities were committed by incitement, order, abatement, and failure to take preventive and punitive measures of the accused Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, accused Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal, accused Inspector General of Police Chaudhary Abdullah Al-Mamun, and by the abatement, aid and perpetration of the underlings, that is the subordinates. Some of the injured victims, members of the families of dead and injured protesters, other eyewitnesses from different parts of the country deposed in support of the atrocities of killing and injuring hundreds and thousands of protesters all over the country. Under the foregoing facts and circumstances, it has ostensibly been substantiated that the atrocities of killing and gravely injuring the protesting students and public took place almost all over the country. In view of the testimony of the investigating officer, the atrocities during the movement, July movement 2024, the atrocities occurred in 50 districts and lethal weapons were used in 41 districts of Bangladesh. We also find that victim witnesses from many districts testified in the tribunal stating that killing and injuring the students and common people took place in their respective districts during July movement 2024. Thus, it is clear enough that attack in question was directed against civilian population and it was widespread and systematic. Therefore, in the atrocities of killing and gravely injuring the protesters, as aforesaid, accused Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina committed crimes against humanity by her incitement, order, and also failure to take preventive and punitive measures under charge 1. Accused Sheikh Hasina committed one count of crimes against humanity by her order to use drones, helicopter and lethal weapons under charge number 2, count 1. Accused Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina committed crimes against humanity on one count under charge 1. Accused Asadujaman Khan Kamal and Chaudhuri Abdullah Al Mamun committed crimes against humanity by their abatement in the use of drones, helicopter and lethal weapons under charge number 2, count 2. Accused Asadujaman Kamal and Chaudhuri Abdullah Al Mamun committed